What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Amari Kalia, and I am back with another video. And this video is episode 2 of my mental health series. And today we're going to be talking about stress. I'm going to give y'all 10 things that you can do to relieve some stress and calm down and just kind of like regroup and get yourself back to a peaceful state. Before I get into my 10 things that you should do or can do to relieve stress, I just want to say that I am not a therapist, I am not a clinical social worker, I'm not a psychologist, but I am just a college student studying social work who is very passionate about health in all aspects, and mental health just happens to be one of them. And I'm just going to tell y'all things based on my own experiences and my own research and just like people that are around me. So if you are feeling any symptoms of really high anxiety or high levels of stress to the point where you don't think you can do it on your own, please seek out a professional. Seek out a counselor or a therapist or a psychologist. Just seek out somebody who can professionally help you in a way that I cannot do in this video. This video is just simply me giving out some things that you can do when you are stressed or when you know you're about to get stressed, or just some coping things, coping mechanisms for everyday life. If you guys are interested in learning about what you can do when you are really stressed out or when you know that stress is on the way, just keep watching this video. As y'all know, like I said, I'm very passionate about mental health, nutritional health, and physical health. So my videos are going to be all about my lifestyle and what I do on a daily basis. So keep watching and following my channel, and you will see all type of things that I do on a daily basis when it comes to food, working out, mental health, and just my lifestyle as a whole. So you might see me throw in some clothing hauls, you might see me throw in some routines, but yeah, just keep watching. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to my channel. And when you're done watching this, give me a thumbs up and comment and let me know what you think about this video. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to put this into 2 different categories. I'm going to put it into 5 things that you can do at home and 5 things that you can do outside of your home. And the reason for that is because I know there are people who feel like they can't even get out of their bed when they are stressed out. So I just wanted to give some things that you can do in your bed, in your room, in your apartment, your home, whatever. And then I'm gonna give you 5 things you can do outside of your home if you are tired of being in bed, tired of being cooped up in your room doing homework or whatever it is that's stressing you out, and you just want to get some fresh air. So I'm going to start with 5 things that you can do at home to relieve stress. All right, so one thing that you can do to relieve some stress while you're at home is listen to a podcast instead of music. So I know most people, including myself, we listen to music when we're feeling down or when we're feeling like we're overwhelmed. You know, sometimes it lifts you up and sometimes it can bring you even more down depending on what type of music you listen to. I found that listening to a podcast when I am doing other work or when I'm like just in a place where I want to hear something that's not myself and my thoughts, I listen to a podcast. Now me, I'm going through a lot of transitions in my life, so I listen to a lot of different podcasts. I listen to podcasts about food, you know, health. I listen to podcasts about mental health. I listen to podcasts about spirituality. I listen to podcasts about Christianity. I listen to a lot of different podcasts, and I find that it helped me because it gives me other perspectives on things, and it makes me think, and it makes me open up my mind. So listening to podcasts is a good way for you to kind of relieve some stress and just get different point of views about whatever you're going through. Sometimes when we listen to music, I feel like it really kind of just keeps us in that state sometimes. Like I said, depending on what you listen to. I know if I put on Jhené Aiko, she gonna help me out. But a lot of times, if I go listen to other music, it might make me feel worse or it might keep me in that state. But sometimes you need to hear like some real words and real like thoughts from other people about certain situations, and it might make you think about things differently. So instead of listening to music, listen to a really good podcast and see what that does for you when it comes to your stress levels and what you're thinking about. The second thing that you should do when you're stressed out is sleep. especially if you are not getting enough sleep. Research shows that sleep affects your mood and your stress levels, and we all know that when we don't sleep, we're tired and we're in a bad mood. We don't feel like talking, we don't feel like doing anything. So make sure you're getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Everybody's body is different. So you might only need 6 hours, or you might be somebody who needs 8 or 9 hours. So depending on you, make sure you're getting enough sleep. Depending on your body, just figure out what you need, how much time you need to rest. But sleep is very important and contributes so much to your stress levels. So every night, no matter what, make sleep a priority. Don't tell yourself that you can't sleep because you're not this, that, and the third, or because you need to do this. Sleep is way more important. If you're not resting, you can't do anything else. So that's going to make you more stressed out, being that you're not fully able to be at your fullest potential when you're doing whatever job or whatever it is that you're doing. So please get 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. You can do your research on it. And I didn't say this in the beginning, but I'm going to be leaving a link for each of these 10 tips that I'm giving out. Just so you can kind of have something to reference, and you know that I'm not just speaking out the side of my neck. I actually know what I'm talking about. So the third thing that you should do to release some of your stress is journal, or if you don't want to call it journaling, write out your feelings. And basically what this would do is kind of help you reframe how you're thinking about stress. That's the goal of it. And that's really the goal of all these activities. It's just a way for you to rethink about stress and how you react to it and how you cope with it. So get you a journal that's specifically for journaling or writing out how you're feeling. And it doesn't have to be anything deep, but just basically write out what's stressing you out, what's causing you to be anxious, or what's causing you to be sad, or what's causing you not want to do anything. So like I said, get a journal, write it out, and try to do this daily. You don't have to do it, twice, 3 times a day, but maybe before you go to bed, write down what made you stressed out today, and it'll really show you like what you focus on. And then when you look at the next day, you'd be like, dang, I really let that stress me out. Like, I can do better than that. And it's kind of a way of reflecting, and it helps you reframe like how you think about stress. Like, you probably looking at all these things that's going on in your life as really stressful events, but really you could be looking at like, okay, this is happening because I'm in a place where I am growing, and when I am moving on to a next level. Like, say for instance, you're about to move into a new city or a new apartment, and you're stressed out about renting out a truck, like a moving truck, furniture, this is that and the third. And yeah, that's all stressful, but think about it. You're about to move into this new place, and you're about to level up on another level. So yeah, it's going to be stressful. It's not going to be easy, but that's how you know when you're growing. When you have a lot of uncomfortable activities going on, it's causing you to be stressed out, because it's like, dang, I ain't never went through nothing like this. Like, what's going on? But that's because you're about to be in a new level of life, and you are experiencing uncomfortable things. But it's normal, it's life, it's supposed to happen. That's how we grow, that's how we change, and that's how we evolve. So this activity can help you reframe how you think about stress. The fourth thing that you can do to relieve some stress is take a break from social media and just disconnect from the world. I know that sounds so emo and toxic or whatever you want to call it, but no, I found that logging out of my Instagrams and my Twitter and my Snapchat accounts really helps me regroup with myself and put myself first and think about what Amari wants to do and not what I see on social media. I mean, we all can admit that we are under a lot of pressure because we're seeing people that are way younger than us or the same age as us doing things that we wish that we were doing. And we wouldn't know those things if we weren't on social media. I mean, yeah, there's word of mouth, but you can easily go on Instagram and see all these thousands of people, millions of people doing things that you wish you were doing, and that's gonna cause you stress. Like, you start taking on all this stuff because you're like, oh my god, I'm supposed to be doing this, that. But no, go at your own pace. Everything happens for a reason, and everything is about divine timing. Like, what's for you will be for you, and you just have to know that in your heart. So I know it's very said than done, but take a social media break. I've took weeks breaks from social media. Now I don't do it as much because I use my health Instagram as a form of business, and that's where I connect with my audience from YouTube and my Instagram, like I said. So I don't do it as much, but I do log out of my personal account sometime, and I stay off there because that's where I see a lot of people that's around me doing things, and that's where I see a lot of negativity. Versus on my health page, I'm following more people that are like-minded like me, so I don't have a choice but to be on that one because it's what I want to see. But you can definitely go in your settings and set up this thing called the timer. You have to maybe find a video on it if you can't find it yourself, but that's what I do. I have a timer for how much time I can be on certain apps. So like Instagram, I think I have it for an hour a day, and it's not literally saying like one whole hour, but like just every time you click on Instagram, it's going to accumulate time for how long you're scrolling or do whatever you're doing on social media, and that helps you realize like, okay, I've been spending a lot of time on social media, it's time for me to get off. It'll tell you when you've reached your mark, and you can either get off of it after you see that, or you can hit like extra 15 minutes, and you want to not do that. Yeah, take a social media break, disconnect from the world, put your phone on do not disturb, and take care of whatever business you need to take care of, or do your self-care or your self-love routine. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel less stressed out, but start with disconnecting from social media, putting your phone away. When you eat, put your phone away. When you are about to go to bed, put your phone away before you go to sleep. Don't go to sleep with your phone in your hand. But the whole point of this is just to keep you from seeing what everybody else is doing, because that really does stress us out. All right, so this is probably one of my favorite things to do when I'm stressed out. So what I like to do, what I personally like to do, is declutter my space. But I have under this category cooking, cleaning, coloring, puzzles, and decluttering your space, your closet, whatever. So I do this every week. I actually have a routine on Sundays where I go through all of my drawers and I refold all of my clothes, take out things that I don't need, because throughout the week you just throw stuff in there, take stuff out, whatever. I wash all of my clothes, I clean my room. Now I've gotten to a point where every night I clean up my room, because throughout the day you come in, throw stuff around, like I said, it's a mess. But every night before I go to bed, I put all of my things where they're supposed to be. I clean up my room and make sure everything is in order, because it helps me mentally to know that my room is clean. Every Sunday, like I said, I clean my bathroom. I clean my closet, make sure my closet is clean, because throughout the week I throw shoes in there because I'm on go all day. But that's something that can really help relieve some stress, because honestly it's really hard to like operate in a messy environment. At least for me, I think I have a little slight case of OCD, but I just personally don't like to be around clutter. Like, I hate it. So I make it a goal every day to make sure that my space is clean. And that's something that you can do. Like, maybe you're not like me, but every week or whenever you're stressed out, start by just clean up your room. Like, if there's something that you need to do, clean up your room, make your room look pretty, make it look vibrant. Y'all see I added my little plants back here. It makes my room look a little bit more alive. So yeah, just make your room look pretty, or color. Like, I know some people who literally have like an app where they just go in there and they color, and I notice they do it like whenever we're talking about stressful topics, or when we have a lot going on, or sometimes just when we're chilling, they just go in there and do their little coloring. But you don't have to do a digital one. You can actually go buy a coloring book and color, do some puzzles. But basically the point of these activities is just to take your mind off what you're stressed about. And that helps me. When I'm cleaning my room, I got my podcast or my music playing. I'm not thinking about what's got me stressed out. I'm thinking about, okay, let me clean up my room. You know what I'm saying? So just find you a little hands-on activity to keep you from being so stressed out. And I've definitely seen the benefits of this. I know so many people who do it, and it just makes you feel better to see something come into life. So whether it's your room, whether that's a puzzle that you completed, whether that's a coloring book that you just finished coloring, it just makes you feel so complete. So find you one of these little things to add to your routine on a daily basis or once a week, whatever. But I promise you, I guarantee you, it will definitely help you relieve stress. All right, so now we're on to 5 things that you should do outside of your home to relieve stress. So one thing, and you all knew that I was gonna say this, that you should do to relieve stress is go for a walk or go exercise. And y'all know I was gonna say that, but no, like sometimes like going for a walk just help clear your mind. Like on my rest days, I still go for a walk because honestly, working out is how I relieve stress. Like that's where I go to just kind of like debrief and just kind of move my body and release a lot of that anger and anxiety that I have in my body. But you don't have to go exercising. You can just go walking. You can go on a treadmill in the gym, whatever it is. Just get you some exercise and just move your body. Of course, if you don't want to leave your room but you still want to move your body, always look up a YouTube video, hit cardio in my room or workouts to do inside of my home. You will find millions of them. But yeah, just move your body. That'll definitely help you release some stress. Okay, so number 2, or I guess technically number 7, and this is probably my favorite one, take yourself on a date or a picnic. So I'm a huge advocate for self-love and self-care, and I think a lot of times we always expect our partner or whoever we're talking to take us on a date. Take yourself on a date. Put yourself on a cute outfit, do your makeup, do your hair, and take yourself on a date. Make yourself feel special. It doesn't have to be anywhere fancy, but just take yourself out. Get yourself out of your room. Make yourself feel cute or handsome or whatever, and just get out. Like, just get out of your room, go to a nice restaurant or go in nature, have a picnic with yourself or your animal, or you can go by yourself, whatever, but just take yourself on a date. And I think this relieves stress because it just, once again, just gets you out of your head and it makes you think about you. And while you're on your date, you could be like writing down some goals or watching your favorite Netflix show, but the whole purpose is for you to feel good about yourself and just kind of like boost up your confidence, because it'll make you feel like, okay, I don't need nobody to take me on a date. I can take myself on a date and still feel good, if not better. It'll relieve some of that stress that you have in your body. And I mean, who wouldn't want to take themselves on a date? I do it all the time. All right, so the next thing that you should do to release some stress is socialize or go eat with a friend or family member. But basically, get out of your own comfort zone and go talk to people. And you don't have to leave the house, like if you have roommates or you have family members, but you can do that. You can go talk to one of them. But I really mean like go out and go do something with your friends or your family or your partner, whatever it is. But this is just another way for you to like disconnect from your phone, because I feel like we all feel like, well, I got my phone, I can easily just text so-and-so and I know they good, da-da-da. But no, like, go see that person. Like, I mean, it's really hard these days because we all be busy, but like, I have roommates and a lot of times I set up like things for us to do. Like, we might have movie night, or we might go have some drinks, or we might go to the movies, whatever it is. But I like to socialize. Don't get me wrong, I like to be alone too, but I really do like to socialize and be with my friends. And I definitely feel like that helps relieve stress because, once again, it takes you out of your head. It makes you forget about your problems and everything that's causing you to be, you know, full of anxiety and just stressed out overall. So I feel like socializing helps you be open and be free and just kind of be yourself. You ain't got to be all tight and mad at the world. You can't really do that in front of your friends. Like, they gonna be like, girl, what you mad for? Like, what's going on? They gonna get you to talk. And hey, it might be like a little mini therapy session, like you can vent to them or whatever, and that'll help you relieve and just get a lot of that energy out. And I mean, it should always be a good time with your friends. I just feel like socializing is like one of the top things you can do to release some stress. So this last tip kind of goes with the go on a date one. But one more thing that you could do to release some stress is put on some cute clothes and go take some pictures. I feel like when we are going through like times where we are like stressed out and have a lot going on, we don't be caring about how we look. I mean, I know some girls do, but I know a lot of us, we be feeling like, man, forget our hair, our nails, da-da-da. I have a bad habit of doing that. But I think once we like put on our clothes and we start feeling good about ourselves, it definitely help release all of that energy that we have. So go put on some cute clothes and just go find somewhere with cute scenery and go take some pictures. It can be selfies if you have a tripod, or if you don't have a tripod, go get you one and go set up and take you some pictures, post them on your social media. Just do something to feel good about yourself. Overall, I just feel like stress just comes from us being worried about a lot of things, and instead of us worrying about them, let's just try to figure out what we can do to get through all of those situations. And I know that a lot of times when we are going through the situations, we neglect ourselves because we just so worried about the situations. So if we look good and we go take some pictures, I mean, I feel like that'll make you feel so much better. Even if you're looking cute while you doing these stressful events, at least you feeling good about yourself. And that's really what it's all about, just feeling that confidence and feeling that self-love within yourself whenever you're going through stressful times in life. A lot of times when we go through stressful stuff, we kind of forget about that side of us and just focus solely on like the business or the stressful things. I call that masculine energy. We neglect the feminine energy, and I feel like that don't really work out. Like, we all got that feminine, I mean, of course women do, but men don't understand that they do too. We all have that feminine energy inside of us, and that's all about love and nurturing and just self-love, self-care, all of that. All the things that people run away from, that's really what we need in our lives, and we need to give it to ourselves. So whenever you are stressed out, just do things to make you feel good, because I promise it'll help you throughout your process, through whatever journey you're going through. So like I said, I'm going to give out links to all, if not most, of these tips that I gave, just so you can have something to reference to and know that I am speaking from the heart, and there's also research to back me up. And like I said in the beginning, this is not equate to speaking with a therapist or a psychologist or a counselor. So if you are feeling very stressed out to the point where you can't control it and you don't know what to do, please go get help. I want to see everybody, reach their fullest potential. And if you're gonna need somebody, outside of yourself to help you with that, that's totally normal. I'm a 100% advocate for that. So please do not use this video as any type of advice or counseling or therapy. This is just me telling you guys what I think will help you get through some tough times when it comes to stress and having a lot going on in your life. I really like for y'all to let me know what y'all think about this video, and also just tell me what other things y'all want to see. This is video number 2 of my mental health series. So if you like this video, like and comment on it, and be expecting 2 more videos for the month of September that's around mental health and self-love, self-care, all that good stuff. My next 2 videos are amazing. So yeah, thank you all for watching.